Okay. Now, anyway, yeah, I'm just starting with that.
Yeah, sorry, let me just get out my notebook, then
Yeah,
I'll
sure,
give
sure,
you
sure.
like these
Yeah, yeah.
pencils. Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready to begin whenever. I didn't know if you were waiting for me or not.
Okay. Sorry, I was in mute. I'm just talking in mute. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
We'll, okay. We'll start it. Okay. So, in our material management journey, okay, we are talking about that. Uh, so the first, which we all will be discussing, some kind of a process, which is like, okay, introduction. Okay. Uh, then we'll be start with the journey, SAP journey, how it is started and who started this SAP software. Okay. So,
Yeah.
and what were the current version and what were the journey and why there are so many upgrades and there are so many different versions of the SAP. So that we will discuss. And
Okay.
then we'll discuss about the areas of material management because this SAP has a multiple areas. Okay, so it's a material management is the one of the part, one is the area which we discussed that what are the topics will be covered in the material management.
I have one question.
Yeah, please.
For materials management, does that include like other stuff like sourcing and planning and logistics and procurement, or is that are those itself part of other areas of
Yeah, correct.
SAP or other areas of supply chain?
Correct. I'll just let you know, okay, the points, then
Okay,
we'll discuss about it. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then after areas of metal management, okay, we will be discussing about the standard business process in the metal management. What were the procurement process, how it will be start, and how it will be ending. The entire process we'll discuss. Okay. Then
yeah,
there were some special procurement process we have in the SAP rather than the standard business process because different business have the different kind of the operations, different kind of the way of the business. Okay, so that we will discuss in the special procurement process. Okay,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
and integration with the other modules. So material management, okay, which is integrating with the other operational areas like okay, sales, production, okay, plant maintenance, warehouse, accounting, finance related. So there are so many other areas also we will be connecting. So in SAP we'll be calling as a module. Each module, material management is one module. Okay, and the production planning is one module. So like we will be will be have the different modules around we have hundreds plus modules are there, but material management will be integrated some of the rarely modules which we'll be discussing here. Okay,
yeah.
then
Okay,
then
okay.
master data. Okay, we'll be discussing about the master data. So what do you mean by master data? So these are the one-time records. Okay, the initial when you are performing the transactions or operations. Okay, what kind of the data which will be defaultly which is capturing from the one-time records. So that will be a master data. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I think I don't know if I heard it correctly.
Sorry. Come again. You want to be repeat master data?
Yeah, master data.
Okay, okay. So master data is kind of that. Okay, some of the suppose let's say assume that I have the different kind of the articles, different kind of materials. Okay, so when
Okay.
I'm just doing my operations or when I'm doing procuring the materials, okay, the procurement people who are they are purchasing these goods, okay, they are not aware about all the information, which is basic information like how you are measuring in the warehouse, how you are measuring, how you are handling this type of materials. Okay, what is the description of this material? Because SAP is a software, right? It is working with code. Okay, so I
Yeah.
need to be defined like a one code for each material. I cannot give simply description. If I just given that pencil, okay, I can maybe just written like PENCIL. In case some mistakenly if I given some space, the system will not identify. So then what we will do, we'll create one code, identification code for the each and every article or each and every material, and will be maintained the one master
Oh.
data. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
So in future, what will happen when I'm doing the PO creation, I can give instead of the description, I can give directly the code number, identification number.
I see. So it'll
Okay.
be easier. We would just weave through the data and we'd be able to
Yeah.
find.
Correct,
Okay.
correct. Easily find it that, and moreover, whatever the basic information which will never change. Okay, suppose let's say pencil. I'm just every time one pieces. I'm just measuring like pieces. Okay, there
Yeah.
might be boxes, there might be tons, or there might be packets. So there are so many basis of measures is there. But how I can measure in my company, in my plant, how we are measuring that. So that basis of measure. So those basic information will be captured in the master data. Okay.
Okay.
So this kind of the one-time records will never change. Those will be maintaining in the master data that will be using for identification and reference purpose in the transactions. Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Then configuration. Configuration is nothing but like a how you want to be mapped is okay. Your entire business process, whatever the functionalities which you have, that in backend how you want to be mapped. Okay, if you did configuration, then only you can operate the transactions. Suppose let's say I have the process like import process, consumption process, and subcontracting process. There are different kind of processes there. Okay, so how the system knows that you have that kind of a process? Again, there will be identity numbers for each and every process. Okay, so that
Oh,
identity and what are the configuration which is required, that we will do in the configuration. So
okay.
as a consultant, once you complete this entire material management, okay, you are
Yeah.
handling majorly on the configuration. Okay,
Majorly on. So configuration is one of the bigger ones.
yeah, bigger one. So
Okay.
you should aware about the configuration. Okay, then that if you aware about the configuration, then if they are getting any problem, that you can sort it out from the configuration. So one of the part is configuration is the important thing which you are performing in the in future once you get the job.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
o-
Then
Okay.
reports. So reports, you know, right? Analytical reports and graphical reports and normal
Yeah.
reports. Okay.
It
So
just gives the trend of how everything is flowing, correct?
correct, correct. So
With respect
suppose
to.
let's say last 1 month I need whatever purchase orders which I created, what are the stock I received, what are the invoices I cleared. So that those will get it from the reports. Okay.
Okay.
Then
And
and
our
then
reports. Sorry,
yeah,
sorry. Go on. Go on.
yeah,
Continue. Sorry, sorry.
sure, no problem. Okay. So then enhancement and customization. So standard SAP have the some standard rules and process, okay, but still if the customer is expecting that some customization some okay, some customization which is like the own business have the different kind of the process that is not covered in the SAP, then we can go with the enhancement and customization. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and IDOCs and interfaces. Okay, so if I'm have the SAP system, if there is any non-SAP systems, okay, which we are integrating, that means my information I want to pass to the another system, the non-SAP system or SAP system. Okay, then
Yeah.
we are using this interface for interfaces and IDOCs. Okay,
So IDOCS is compatible with SAP and non-SAP system.
correct, exactly. So it is with SAP to SAP, SAP to non-SAP. Okay.
Okay, I've never heard of IDOCS. This one is new.
Yeah, IDOC is one of the factor. Okay, generally in the training institutes they will not explain, but here I will be covering the IDOC also how to use, because this is the important when you are working on the MNCs or when you are working on the biggest operational sectors, they are using IDOCs. Okay, because
Okay.
they are connecting with the third party systems, non-SAP system, SAP systems. Okay, there are so many things which is there that we'll be discussing here. Okay,
Yeah.
and data migration process. So data migration process is nothing but like if suppose your company planning to go with SAP, okay. Earlier they have the non-SAP and now they want to be planned to SAP, or if they want to be go with ECC server to S4 HANA, okay. So that how you can do data migration, where the current data whatever it is there in the ECC or non-SAP, how you can upload the information to the new system, that is a data migration process.
Yeah.
Okay, if I have the 1 lakh materials are there, so manually creation of the each material is very difficult, right? So it will be take long time, right? So in that
Yeah.
case, how we can do the data migrating from the non-SAP to SAP system, that will be the process of data migration. Okay,
Yeah.
and then after that mock interviews, which is like how you can cover after the completion of that, what are the important questionnaires, queries, and what type of the questions they will ask, and how you need to answer that questions. So that will be covered here. Okay,
Okay. Yeah,
so
that'll
this,
be very helpful. Yeah.
yeah, so this is very important, right? To get the job,
Yeah.
mock interviews are very important. So this is
Yeah.
the, yeah, this is the our agenda. Okay, going forward, we'll be discussing this kind of the process. Okay, again, if you go to in depth, okay, each and every process have a multiple process. Okay, so this is
Yeah.
the just overview of that. Okay, any questions here in this? Anything which you want to be specifically want to discuss here? If you don't have idea about that.
No, so far, no. I
Yeah.
asked you already. So
Okay.
I asked you about the master data. You explained very well.
Okay.
Everything, the iDocs also explained very well.
Mm,
And data migration, mock interview. Yeah, all this. Yeah, this is good.
yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So
yeah,
anything specifically you want to be add, we can add. No problem. Okay. In future,
yeah,
remain. That's not a problem. Okay.
yeah,
Now, okay. So if you aware about the SAP, okay. So we calling as a SAP, not SAP. We should not call like a SAP. Okay. So
yeah.
why? Because in the German language, SAP. Okay. Because this is actually started in the Germany country.
German company. Okay.
Yeah. So SAP is the SAP. If you call like SAP, there is a animal name. Okay. So
Oh,
that's why they will not call SAP. So they will call SAP. Okay. If you somebody they calling SAP consultant, SAP functional.
okay.
Okay. So what is the meaning of the SAP? Okay. SAP stands for Systems Application and Product in Data Processing. Okay. So this is
Yeah,
the abbreviation of the SAP, but try to understand it casually how to why we need SAP. Okay, if
yeah,
you
yeah,
started, yeah, if you started any business, okay, it might be small scale industry, or it may be big industry, or it may be MNC or operational what service or whatever it may be. So any of the business, if you started, okay, there are multiple operations are there. Did you agree that?
yeah. I agree.
Yeah. So multiple operations like they have that, okay, sales they have, customer services are there, okay, again customer services dispatches are there, packing is there, okay, and transport is there, everything will be there. And again material management, if you coming to material management, buying negotiations are there, okay, and quotations are there, okay, finding the vendor sources who are the supplying these goods, that is one operations, and negotiations is one operations, raising the request is one operations, and conducting connecting with the other team members or other departments is one operation. There are so many operations, sales,
Yeah.
production, material, marketing, everywhere it is there. Right? So what will be happen if the small industry, then I can take the paper and I can note down that, okay, I can carry out that. But if it is big operations, okay, and every day if I'm dispatching 1 lakh customers or to thousands of customers, if I'm dispatching, okay, without proper software, it is very difficult to handle because if I missed one customer, then I lost the business, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So obviously, okay, uh, the main thing is, okay, on time deliveries. We have to do on time deliveries to the customer. We should not
Yeah.
miss out that. Okay, so if you have the proper software, okay, the software will give that proper explanation of what are the orders we have, okay, what are the dispatches we have to do today, and we will get all this kind of information from the software, right? So
Yeah.
when you get all these notifications, all this information, so you will not miss the customers, right? So
Yeah.
obviously customer will get on time deliveries, then customer very happy, then when customer satisfied, then you will get more business from that customer. So when
Yeah.
keep on the customers will be there, then after obviously we are looking for the margin, so our margin will be increased, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
SAP is the one of the business related ERP software, okay,
Okay. Yeah.
enterprise resource planning software. This is the ERP software. Okay, and we have so many ERP softwares in the society. Okay, in the globally we have so many multiple ERP softwares are there. SAP is one of the leading SAP software because it gives that assurance to the customer, can operate whatever they need, their operationals, whatever they're doing, all these operational they can perform into the SAP. Okay,
So it okay. It prioritizes the needs of the customer also.
correct, exactly. All the operations, right?
Okay.
So, so one of the leading software is SAP. Okay, and uh, they are they are major. The what are the number one companies, number one organization, number one entrepreneurs? They are using SAP software for all the operations. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Now this is the as I said that it started with this Germany multinational software corporation. Okay, so there are three peoples. They started this software. So they are the ex IBM resources. They have worked with the IBM company. Then they started to implement the software. And then at 1972, okay, at 1972 they started this software. They founded this
Wow.
software. Okay, so it's almost if you see that. You can say 40 years of journey, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's wow, that's amazing. Imagine
Yeah,
how it would look like in 1972.
yeah. So it's
Very interesting.
40-year journey, and moreover, it is like every time when the organizations or entrepreneurs, when they are requesting or when they are coming with the new challenges, every time they are implementing that new solutions and they're providing solution to the customers, right? So that
Yeah,
is the upgradations. Every time they are upgrading to skills. Okay. So
yeah,
that upgradation is very important in the SAP. Even now, if you learn ECC, okay, and you learn S4HANA, in future, if there is any add-ons, cloud integrations and on-premises integrations, everything you need to be learned. So upgrading is very important.
yeah,
Okay. So these are the resources. These are the resources. Okay. They are
yeah,
started. Now, coming to the next one. Okay, this is the journey after SCP. Okay, so it started with 1972. Then the next version, which is added in 1979. The next version, which is 1992. Then 2002, 2014, 2004, 2011. Now again 2015. Like it is started. Okay, so what is the difference here? Okay, so every time the main target is performance. Okay, so I want to be increase my software performance. So because if you see that my mobiles earlier, if you have 10 years back, if I'm using that Nokia or something, okay, when Apple is not there, Nokia is a single version. We are using the mobile, the 10 years back old version. Okay, so the performance is very low. Okay, if I just
Yeah.
want to call that, okay, the network also very low, and the connectivity also very low, and we don't have much futures on that. Adding the emails, WhatsApp, there are so many new things which is added, right? So here
Yeah.
also my target is like, okay, every time increasing the performance. Okay, so the major concept is here increasing the performance, adding the new skills, adding the new features. Okay, that will give to the now every company they can use this SAP in the smart mobile. The smart mobile also you can use. Okay,
Wow. So they made it so everyone could use it no matter what.
mobile, yes, exactly. Okay,
Wow. Okay.
okay. So now let's start with this one, 1972. What will be happen? Generally, we need to operate this one. Okay, to operate this one, we need three servers. One is the database server. Okay, one is presentation server, one is application server. Okay,
Yeah.
so these three is the combination of these three is the SAP software. Okay, database
So
server,
database server.
database server, presentation server, application server.
I'll write that down. Database server, application based server, and what was the third one?
The presentation server.
Okay.
Okay, so it's simple. If it's simple funda, how it is like now,
Yeah.
how you have the monitor. Okay, you have the monitor. What you will do? It's like a presenting the something. Okay, so you can view that screen, right? So the presentation system. Okay, so that is the
Yeah.
presentation system. Then application server. So when you enter something, suppose you just entering some code or something. So what will be happen? It will be checked that in the background, and it will be processing that to store into the database server. Okay, so
Yeah.
application server is nothing but like a to processing. Okay, to validate the
Okay.
existing data and processing to the updating the somewhere to store in the database level. So the application, what will be happen, the application will check the all the key points, and it will be, suppose let's say if you entered some Gmail ID, mail ID, you entered something. Okay, what will be
Yeah.
happen if you enter wrongly, or if it is already there already existing, then what system will give, it will throw that, okay boss, it is already there, the Gmail ID, you cannot use that, you can try one more, right? So the application, what will be happening, the application is checking that the existing data and validating that, and it will be presenting that, okay, this you cannot present, cannot take it up, you need to be
Okay.
check. Okay, so presentation is like a how you can view, how you, the screen you are checking and you are entering that, and the application is nothing but like a, it is processing inside the code and checking the what entry which is valid, what entry which is not valid. Okay, then
Okay.
database is nothing but like a storing.
Yeah.
Okay, so this data will be stored into the database level. Okay, so
Yeah.
the same concept in the how we have the monitor, CPU, then RAMs we have, disk we have, CDs are there. Okay, memory cards are there. So how it is like here also it will be we have database layer and presentation layer, application layer. So the first one is presentation, then second one is application, third one is database.
Okay.
Okay, so what will be happen when initially at 1972 they started with the single R by 1 means real time architecture. Okay, so they have only one tier architecture. That means in the one single system they are clubbed that database and application and presentation, both all together they're putting into a single system. Okay, then
Okay.
uh,
R1.
yeah, all it to do in the single system. So then what they happen, it is taking long time to process because it's a small memory and everything which will be consistent, so it is taking long time. Okay, so then system, what it will be, they tried that, okay, it is taking long time to process, even if I'm creating the purchase order, it is taking half an hour, 1 hour time. Okay, so
Yeah.
then there are so many feedbacks from the other companies what they started. Then they started with mainframe, that is 1979 with R2. That means they separated database system separately, then application and presentation into one system.
They
Okay,
integrated two systems.
Yeah, two system. They are divided into two system. Okay.
Oh,
Then what will be happen again? Keep on when the people are using the software almost 10 years 12 years they are used. Okay, and the when customers are increasing, suppose today I have 1,000 customers, after 1 month I have 1 lakh customers. 1 lakh customers if they are using and they are doing keep on the loading on the system, what will be happen? Okay, the
it'll,
performance again it is again come back to that. Okay, boss, this is the too much taking time because too much data it is there. Okay,
yeah,
this application. So then what will be they started? Then they are divided like R3, real time three tier architecture. Okay, real time
yeah,
three tier architecture. That is like application layer, presentation layer, database layer, all which will be the separate system. Okay.
yeah,
So that is the solution which is provided. Then it is almost till I think 1992 means 20 years, right?
yeah.
So 20 years there with so they did some upgradations like web links, like how we are connecting Gmail in the Google, how we are connecting Yahoo Mail in the Gmail. So every how we are now we are how we are doing web links and all that they provided at 2000. Okay, so they can connect to. It is not necessary only the software. It is also you can connect from the Google as well, like
Internet.
the
Oh, okay.
web links you can connect it. Okay,
Yeah.
so then they started with service oriented, and in then 2011 the biggest one is okay 2011 that is HANA database, because until here if you see that until here this journey, okay, I can use the third party database also.
Oh,
A challenge.
okay.
Okay, third party databases. I have Oracle database, so I can use the Oracle database to SAP system. Okay, so the application and presentation layers are the SAP, and the database is Oracle. Okay, so
Okay.
there is a DBMS is there, DB systems are there. There are third party systems are there. They are connecting. So
Wait,
what
what's a DBMS?
DB database management system.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, it's kind of the database. Okay, these are all third party systems. They are all third party memory related. Okay, how if suppose you one example if you want to say, if I'm using a Gmail, so cloud server will be there, right?
Yeah.
So if my memory full in the mobile, if it is memory is full, then I'm just taking third party database. I'm storing my data into that database, right?
Yeah.
So that same kind of that we are using the third party database. Okay. So then they understood that okay, people are suffering with the database. So I just need to be implement inbuilt memory in memory built. Okay.
Yeah.
2011 the SAP coming with the HANA database. Okay, so they increase the RAMs, they increase the capacity, they increase the speed, everything, and they're coming with a HANA database, and they change some new technology, smart related. They're coming with the 2011 HANA database.
Yeah.
So this is the HANA database, which like a almost a sequence to the Oracle database. So they can easily perform. Okay, in the instead of 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 3 minutes, if it is taking here, it will be take within a fraction of the seconds we can perform.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, so that is a HANA data. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that is a HANA database they're using. Then from 2011 it started HANA database. Then keep on they coming with S4 HANA. Okay, S4 HANA is different, HANA database is different.
Oh, okay. So that's for HANA came after. I see. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, HANA database is the only for the database. Okay, so that means a HANA database can use anyone. Okay, okay, and
Yeah.
S4 HANA. Okay, S4 HANA. So if you, here the point is HANA database can be operated for the ECC also. So so the earlier versions, whatever it is there, the earlier versions, you can use this HANA database.
So
Okay,
it's already been digitalized.
they can use that. Okay, then
Okay.
in case S4 HANA, okay, they coming with S4 HANA new features like mobile apps. I can use the instead of I'm just logging into the software, I can use apps. Okay, in a mobile, and I can operate that all the data. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so that is the new version which is S4 HANA. Okay, the Fury apps that we called as a Fury apps. Okay, so in the Fury
Yeah.
apps, what we are doing, we have the each tiles. We can connect the tiles and we can operate the process. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So S4 HANA, when your client they are using S4 HANA application, okay, the S4 HANA will work only with the HANA database.
So you either have to use their own database or integrate it with when I was doing practice for S/4HANA, they said I could only use AWS or Microsoft Azure.
That is a
So
cloud. That is cloud.
okay, so you have to integrate it with the cloud. Is that what what you were saying?
Yeah, so there is that again coming to database, there are two ways are there. Cloud is there, on premises is there. So that we will discuss about that. Okay, so cloud
Okay.
will be different and on premises will be different. But here we are talking about that inbuilt memory. Okay, this inbuilt memory is like S4 HANA application. If you are taking that S4 HANA always will work with a HANA database. Okay, so this is the
Yeah.
HANA database. That is a server. Okay, you're talking about
Oh,
AWS, that is server. Okay, that is again cloud server and on-premises server, that is different. Okay,
okay.
inside the
Yeah.
server again, they have to be used HANA database only.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what is the difference between the cloud server and the on-premises server?
The cloud server is the one that you said,
Okay, so
but
there
it's
is
a
a okay, there is a one on cloud server. Okay, there is a premise. There is a one server we have. Okay, and there is like okay, so if you see that, okay, let's assume that this is the server on cloud server and this is the on-premises server. Okay, so let's say what is the difference between on-premises server and on-cloud server? This is cloud server. The cloud server which is the maintain someone, not my company, not my client. They are not maintaining the server. The cloud server is something like some third-party person who maintaining the server.
okay.
We are supporting cloud. We are taking the support from them to cloud. How we are just give an example, right? So if I have the Google, Google Photos, okay, I have also be like I can take it up that Google. There was some database as well. I can take 250 GB, 500 GB, or 1 GB, 10 GB, 20 GB to store the my data in the cloud.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that will not be work in the offline, right?
Yeah.
It will be only work in the cloud only. You have to be logging
Yeah.
to the cloud server. Okay, but when it is on-premises server, you have the mobile. Okay, let's say you have mobile. You mobile have the 128 GB. Whatever the data which is stored in that 128 GB, okay, that is the on-premises. It is with me. It's my own premises. Okay, so
Oh,
every
yeah.
client, okay, they can maintain the on cloud server if you want, or on premises also. So if you're maintaining on premises, what will happen? The server cost and the server maintenance, everything you have to be take care. The client have to be take care. Okay,
Okay.
but the cloud will be like, okay, someone they will take care about this one. They will charge monthly for maintenance.
To use their cloud.
Mm. So how you are paying every month to the cloud in the
Subscription.
Google? So 120, if suppose going to 120 GB, so $10 they're charging, $20 they're charging, $30 they're charging every month. But if it is on premises, you don't need to pay anything.
Okay.
So it is with me only. It is there in my environment. I am storing in the server room. Okay, I have the server room. I'm maintaining that. So with proper temperature. So any problem if you're getting here in the on premises, that is our responsibility. We have to take care, right?
Okay.
If it is
Yeah.
cloud, then we'll inform to the cloud people what is happened, where is my data, okay, what will be happened. So we are paying, right? We are paying, right? So we
Yeah.
obviously are asking to them, okay, where is my data and what happened? If the server is too low, too slow. It is not performing. Even I cannot run that. So there is some problem. It's coming down. Okay. So this
Yeah.
kind of the information will come. Okay. But if it is on premises, then the maintenance, everything we should take care.
Mm.
There must be have some temperature, 4 degrees, 3 degrees have to be maintained. Okay, there is no power problem. If you have a power problem, then the entire system will be down. All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
everything you need to be take care. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, the memory which will be stored into the it may be RAMs or GBs, megabytes, okay, octobytes. There are so many which is there. So that will be stored. Again, that you need to be keeps safely. If somebody
Yeah.
there did a robbery on this one, then again you lost the data, right? So
Yeah.
so again in the cloud, what will be happen? They have the backup. Every time they have to be take the backup and they will store that. Okay. So that is
Oh,
cloud and on-premises difference. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So it is with my organization and in the separate location we allocated to my server, and we are keep on maintaining the server. Okay. So
Mhm.
the expensive is too high for the each and every server. Maybe it is like crores of the 1 crore, 2 crores, like the maintenance everything. Okay. The server
Yeah.
has to be. Again, if they're going with cloud, how they can manage, because they are using this cloud server to the multiple companies, right? So they can manage. If I get 50 lakhs from my company, somebody they are giving 50 lakhs, and somebody they are giving 50 lakhs. So they will allow it like 200 GB, 300 GB, 500 GB, or 1 TB, 2 TB, 3 TB. How much it is required, that they will allow to you.
Okay, so how much ever is paid for?
Yeah, so yeah. So depends on you paying amount. Okay, how
Oh,
much you're
okay.
paying. So if I'm how I'm taking the 50 GB and Google Photos, so till 50 GB, if they are charging like $250, then
Oh,
maybe after 250, if it is exceeding that, they can say that, boss, so you already exceed the data. Okay, you you need to be increase the load or increase the memory, then they start to charging $500 for every month, right? So
okay.
based
Yeah.
on your load. So if you don't want to be maintain that much of data, 2 years before data, or 3 years before data, or 5 years before data, if you want to be delete those data, okay, you can ask, you can archive the data. Okay, you can take the backup that products and you can store into somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the on cloud and on premises. Okay, so
Yeah.
the journey. So now it is going on HANA database. Okay, so still we are using ECC. Okay,
Yeah.
still we are using ECC, but some companies they started S4 HANA. Okay, so they have
Okay. Yeah.
now at 2030. Okay, so the target like the 2030. Okay, so by 2030, every SAP client, okay, should use the S4 HANA. That is the target of the SAP. Okay,
Okay.
they have to be migrate to S4 HANA from ICC. Okay, so earlier it is
Okay.
like
The
they
older
plan
one.
earlier they plan like 2025, but some of the customers they requested, so it is extended to 2030. Okay, so if later they can support only to the S4 HANA. They will not support to ECC. Still,
Are
if
they
you
are
want,
they
sorry,
are they making a new US5 HANA for later?
no. So there is a ECC, right? ECC is different. Okay, that means ERP related. Okay, this is ERP. Okay, ECC ERP, and this is S4 HANA. Okay, so the latest version is the S4 HANA.
Okay.
Okay, this is the older version which we are using from the since 1972 till now.
Okay.
Still, some of the companies clients they are using ECC. Okay, so
Mhm.
the SAP ending support for ECC at around 2030, they will stop. Okay, they will
Okay.
start. Okay, they will do only for supporting to the S4 HANA. Okay,
Yeah.
then what will be happen? Okay, you can use the software, but you will not get support from the SAP. So what kind of the support it is like? Okay, what kind of the support, if you're getting some problem suddenly in your ECC, you're getting some problem at a higher level. Okay,
Yeah.
so you cannot perform the transaction or maybe anything. Okay, so outside we have the supporting uh, service centers like Accenture, IBM. Okay, there are so many companies they are performing. Okay, but still if they could not able to find, and they will approach to the SAP. Okay, Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, so if
Yeah.
I'm using this key point after 2030, Okay, if you're getting any that kind of the support, if you're looking at that, you will not get after 2020.
Okay.
But software will work. Software will work. Okay, because you already bought that software, you can use that. But any
Okay.
problem, any kind of the problem which you was expecting from the SAP, okay, Germany, SAP Germany, okay, that is
Yeah.
not possible. That is not
Oh,
possible.
yeah.
Only they can support the S4HANA. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Clear? Yeah. So we'll stop today. Okay. Have other meetings. Okay. We'll continue
Okay.
tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Any
Yeah.
questions if you have, you just note down. Tomorrow we'll discuss about it. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for
Thank
taking
you.
the time to explain to me
Thank
today.
you. Thank you very much.